two coming off the bench anytime we need them. Megawatt jumps in there. He's a utility player. So, yeah, man, a lot of help up there.
Well, it's come a long way. When Kevin and I used to announce for like 14 straight hours, do this show, and then get into shenanigans, and then go straight to the tower again. So we've all matured in a way, but we'll still keep it fun and loose. We got a lot planned on this show. We'll get analysis from K-Dub, and what are you going to bring to the
that's the best Kevin in the house here, so I'm deferring to him every time.
Second silver medal for you in the Kevin shootout. And we've got guests. We're going to talk to Easton Graves, who might be the most dominant rider on the track in the Super Mini divisions. It won't show in the results, but we'll talk about a penalty later. Easton Graves is going to stop by. He's been crushing his Super Mini. And two riders who do not need an introduction, Zach Osborne and Seth Hamaker, will be our guests. And that's really been the most fun thing, I think, coming into this race. Getting Osborne, Phil Nicoletti, Jake Weimer, Racing Pro Sport. Everyone wanted to see how would they measure up against the kids, today's top amateurs, and they measured up pretty well.
They did. They measured up quite well. So it's tough for the up-and-comers to like, hey, this is my spot. But, hey, you need to go in there and you need to beat the best. And Zach Osborne was very strong today.
Yep, and that was Open Pro Sport, but it's ineligible for them. They're not racing 250 Pro Sport, so we'll show you what today's fastest amateurs look like. Our first highlight of the show is going to be 250 Pro Sport Moto number 1. This race actually took place on Tuesday. There's Landon Gibson on the number 23 and Carson Wood on the 26. They're two of the favorites. But I'm telling you, Tuesday bloomed bright for the Club MX Yamaha team. They were winning a variety of classes, but this is the heart of the order, 250 Pro Sport, and boy, were their boys ready for this one.
Yeah, Club MX has had quite the week so far, nailing down a bunch of race wins. First turn action.
That's Max Shane getting the whole shot there on the 23. Bad starts really have defined the week for Carson Wood, so you're not going to see a ton of him here. But what you will see are the Club MX boys lurking. 57 is Justin Turner, got a rider down back there. And the 31 is Ryder Malinowski. And they didn't waste much time, K-Dub.
No, Ryder Malinowski put on a masterclass performance. He made short work, and good point there to the Club MX guys. I think they took Moto 1, and Brandon Haas, I believe, is in Moto 2, and now we're to the 50 Pro Sport Moto. They're going to take this one as well. No shocker here as Ryder Malinowski is attempting to make a pass as they go by the infamous billboard straightaway.
No, it's funny. We actually had the two club guys battling it out as they tried to get around Shane. And Kevin, I think it was you that's like, hey, Turner and Malinowski, they're going to play nice.
Sure. And they did not.
They did not, actually.
It appeared that they were going to play nice for a very short while, but they ride together often. However, there is not a title on the line most of the days that they ride together. And the gloves came off for a short period of time here in this 250 Pro Sport.
Not nasty, but not given an inch.
So here's Turner's got the lead now from Shane. There's Malinowski. We've been telling his very unique story. He didn't even ride until the year 2020 as he goes by Shane for second. He was playing lacrosse.
One of probably the happiest guys in the world that COVID became a thing.
Yeah.
Because without that, if he would have been able to continue to play lacrosse, he probably wouldn't be here.
Yeah, maybe he'd have a college scholarship going right now, but he wouldn't be in contention for a national title at Loretta's. The teammates would eventually battle Turner and Malinowski. There's Gibson trying to make up for a bad start.
Gibson has been having to do a lot of battling this week. He has not finished where we expect Landon Gibson to finish, but coming from behind almost every moto.
Okay, so here it is, the Club MX teammates, Turner and Malinowski. So we're thinking Malinowski's going to take it. He's going to be easy with him. Not quite.
Yeah, there it is. Title's on the line. He looks over. Did he go down? He didn't want to put his own teammate down. You know that.
Or did he not? I do not know.
Wow. Well, stirring the pot over here, Okay.
Yeah, so Malinowski started riding in 2020. I talked to his mom, and she said, you know, there wasn't school because of COVID, and he couldn't play sports because of COVID. I want him to have some sort of social life. So we said, yeah, you can go to the track, and started riding. And they have some connections. So his mom, his stepdad is actually Milt, who owns FXR. So they had connections to get him into Club MX.
Wow.
And about 2 years after he started riding, he went to Club, and now you can see the fruit of all that labor as they battle again.
That pass got very close as well. There was a little bit of I would call it a little kiss after the 10 Commandments, and Malinowski, while they did not make contact, he did not give him an inch as he made that pass heading towards the finish line.
I don't think he'd want him to race him any other way, though, right? Wouldn't you think? You know you can race him pretty much aggressive but not dirty. There's Wood, who we really just didn't speak much of. I think he'll pull off a fourth in this moto, though, right, boys?
Yeah, so it keeps him on the border of title contention. Now, they would race another moto today, And Wood finally got the start and did win that one. And Malinowski was second. So Malinowski's going to hold a 1-2 right now, heading into Moto 3. Wood is a 4-1. So the pressure is going to be on Malinowski to try to deliver.
And that's them dropping down from the heavens there in that one particular jump. There's Landon Gibson on the Husqvarna. Didn't say a lot about him until he started climbing into a top 5 position there. And you can follow along with that Verb Prospect app, and it makes you look a lot smarter. Like,
very smart.
Right?
Click and read. Got all of the information and every result for these riders as a handy-dandy app to keep track of where they're at, what they're doing, and where they're heading.
Kevin, you talked about Carson Wood and kind of the pressure that's probably on him after doing so well at some of the SMX Next races. You figured it would just carry right over immediately into that first moto.
You do expect it to carry over, and it's you know, it's the nature of the beast. It's the nature of the sport. We expect better from him, and bad was a 4th. I mean, that's not terrible, right?
Yes.
But, you know, when you're winning SMX Next combines and other events of that stature, you certainly expect him to be up front. And you can tell he expects it as well. As, you know, we got ahead of ourselves and talked about his race today. He was very confident and, like, kind of shaking the shoulders off and you know, kind of making a statement as he crossed the finish line. But, hey, look, announcers and sponsors and potential teams are going to expect the best of you, and 4th is not it.
Yeah, this moto would only get to 4th. Malinowski eventually gets away from Turner. So Ryder Malinowski shining early and showing that he could have the stuff to be a champ here at Loretta's. Maybe the Horizon Award winner. We'll see how it turns out by the end of the week. Well done for a rider in the 250 Pro Sport. But again, everyone was anticipating what happens when these kids race Open Pro Sport and have to go against the vets.
It was a killer ride, man. I got up front pretty early. My teammate passed me right away, but I passed him back, and it was a me and him show pretty much in the front, so it was awesome, man. And yeah, I'm just stoked to keep racing and continue this long week.
Now that's something that actually I hadn't thought about. So for Ryder, who had this late start to racing, he has speed, he has skills, all that. But to deal with the pressure of being the hunted, that's, I would imagine, a new experience he's going to have to deal with here.
Well, very new experience, and I just cannot say enough for the learning curve of Ryder Malinowski to be in this category of class in such a short period of time, and some pretty high level stress in that race. It wasn't like just a give me. He wasn't sitting on a big comfortable lead. He had to fight for it, and even some contact that was made throughout the race. So yeah, that's all that combined is enough to elevate the blood pressure and heart rate through the roof, on top of being late into a Pro Sport Moto, which is slightly longer here by 5 minutes. So man, hats off to Ryder Malinowski.
Yeah, making a name for himself. We'll see where that turns out at the end of the week. So that's 250 Pro Sport. Like we said, people want to see how they measure up with the vets in Open Pro Sport. That'll be at the end of the show, so you folks are going to keep watching.
Hang in there.
And we'll talk to the Zach Osborne about the battles with the kids as well. All right, let's give you the next class. We're going to give highlights. That is the 125 junior class. They're actually 2 very similar classes. It confused us.
Yeah, the other classes are Schoolboy 1.
Yep.
Features 125s only as well. So this is a very a class that's very highly sought after. A lot of kids try to get in, so the numbers tell them they need more classes for 125s, and they found one for them here.
So some of the players here are Sawyer Geek, who I know you were familiar with, winning a lot on mini cycles. Kevin Kelly, Knox Lewin, Chase Moynihan, Jace Baker, Gage Brown. Those are some of the players in this 125 junior 12 to 15 class. So the 19 there is Gage Brown. This is Schneider and Vagel. Vagel out of New York had some really fast lap times. And Moynihan on the 8 led early. There's Gage Brown. Kevin Kelly, almost any time you see Moynihan this week, you see Brown, and they're battling.
Yeah, they are just about inseparable. And you watch this video clip, that's about as close or far apart as they will get right there. It seems like the same clip.
Yeah, and multiple motos, too. Multiple classes, Schoolboy and this 125 junior.
And, man, you just have to be so precise on a 125. I love this class. You can't just throttle it out and fix all your mistakes. That's why I think this class needs to stay around, figure out a way to keep making 125s, because you'll keep making great racers and great races like this.
That, the fact that it smells great, sounds great, sounds great.
Here, just listen to it as Moynihan and Brown battle.
And they're going to battle for a while, but ultimately it's going to be Gage Brown and Moynihan, I believe, sliding back to 5th. We'll see as we get through this moto here.
Yeah, here comes the cavalry. The 18 is Geek. The 72 is Vagel, and he's under pressure.
Got a couple KTMs getting into the mix. It was a Yamaha show for quite a while.
Yep. 67 is Knox Lewin. And that's the whole thing at Loretta's, man. You have a bad lap or two, and momentum starts going the other direction, and there is no shortage of riders that are going to attack.
And we also see in these first motos, when you get a bad gate pick that first moto, you'll see these guys finally work their way into highlights like this because it takes them a few laps, and the motos are long enough to do just that, get in the mix and get in the game.
Yeah, it's really just about championship preservation at that point. So there's Lewin on the 67. He's putting pressure on Moynihan as they try to battle with Geek on the 18. And at this point, Gage Brown was gone. Brown really checked out. He gone. As my guy Stu would say, he was way out front after the early battle. Track was in awesome shape. It's been, up until this afternoon, all day Tuesday wasn't too bad. This morning wasn't too bad. There's Gage Brown. But better conditions weather-wise than we're used to here. There's Sophie Phelps talking to Brown on the podium with the gold. So well done for him in 125 junior. He's won plenty at Loretta's before, showing he could do it on the full-size bike. So those are the highlights of 250 Pro Sport and that 125 junior. This is really fun to have this opportunity to show you what it looked like, but the best way to do it is to talk to someone who did it. Now, I don't know if you heard what we said before you came in. If we say something bad about you, we say it behind your back. If we say something good about you, we remind that I said you might be dominating to a level no one else is dominating. This is Easton Graves. Speed-wise, there have been no issues in Super Mini. You got to be happy with that.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. I've had two pretty good motos, and yeah, I've executed my starts and just put some solid laps together.
Where was the confidence coming in? Like, have you surprised yourself at all, or is this what you've been visualizing the whole time?
Yeah, I knew I could do it coming in. I wouldn't say my confidence was low, but I definitely didn't come in like super hot-headed, knowing I was going to do it. I just came in with expectations, knowing I could win. But yeah, I just came in kind of low-key and just knew I had to get work done.
Yep. All right, Easton Graves here. Now, that's the bright side.
This is the good stuff.
We left yesterday saying that was the most dominant performance of the day, and then we get here today, and we're like, what is wrong with these
results? Look different.
You took a penalty.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. They changed the rule, I believe, on the yellow flag at Loretta's. It's now the match for the other amateur races. Did you even know that happened, or do you found out after the race?
No, I didn't know, because almost all the events leading up to this, I was able to jump on a yellow flag. I just had to proceed with caution, and that's what I did. I backed up, stood up, and kind of just slowed down and doubled the triple. And yeah, got a picture 9 o'clock last night that I was Dr. Fitz, so I was just like, it's whatever, I'll just forget about it. It was earlier in the day. I got a good night's sleep and knew I had to come out here and...
Hey, I think 20 other guys got that same penalty, though, what I heard. So half the class got that same penalty.
It's a tough way to learn. Yep. It's a tough way to learn the new rule. We will show you how fast Easton Graves went. We're going to show you the highlights of his Super Mini, and you can hang out with us and tell us some of the things that you see. Which one is this?
This is Super Mini one yesterday.
Okay. By the way, bike-wise, they changed the age a little bit. Is it exactly the same for you? You don't change. The bike's the same?
No, not really. The bike's still the same for me. Just things that make me comfortable we changed this year.
You went with the blood red gear, huh?
Yep.
He's out for blood?
I was.
He said that.
Did you say that?
I did.
He did.
Out for blood.
I love it.
Yeah, man.
So, Easton, you're 2 for 2 for whole shots as well, right?
Today I came out third.
Right there, right in the front. Made quick work of it. But, yeah, great start and just striking out. So what's your plan of attack right here? Obviously, lay down some sprint laps. You had a good sight lap. How'd you feel about the race course? And is it just like throw down, get a cushion, and then just manage the race?
Yeah, I know I have to execute my starts because everyone out here is really good at starts because our bikes are so fast. So I knew I had to execute my start, and I put in about 4 or 5 sprint laps. Got about a 12-second gap, and after that, I kind of just put it on cruise control. And then 2-lap board came out, and I was like, let's just bring it on to the finish line and come on with the Moto win, and then got docked.
We speculate as announcers, right? Because this class, like you're on your way, right? Like pro is in the windshield. You got to get through the age classifications, get off the little bikes, all those kinds of things. But what kind of messages are you getting in the mechanics area to help you manage that race? Are you just looking behind you, or are you getting like gap positions over the guys behind you? What kind of messages do you get when you go through the mechanics area?
Yeah, my mechanic, he just, Landon, he just puts my gap most of the time and then kind of just tells me to keep it together and just keep my cool. And if anything happens, don't get like overstimulated and start riding over my head, just to kind of keep my cool and keep my heart rate low.
The fact that you read the mechanics board is something else, because half the guys we talked to yesterday, they don't even look at it.
You have to.
Yeah, that's a strict thing I have to do, is race to the board.
Ethan, what we noticed, or I noticed as we were upstairs calling this race, seemed like you got up to about a 10-second lead, and then it would be like 9, and you we'll back it back up to 11. And it seemed like that was the goal of your moto, to hover at that 10-second mark. They would gnaw into it for a second, and Easton Graves would say, nah, we're going to hit the gas a little bit on this lap.
Yeah, there was I could kind of see coming out of Storyland, they'd be coming in, and I could see if they would close in or if I pull out, and then I was just kind of, if I seen them close in, I knew I'd pick it up for a couple, couple sections, and I knew I could get it back out. And then, yeah, after that, I was just on cruise control.
All right, so championship points-wise, what do we got to do? You need some help from some other riders, or how you feeling?
Yeah, the one that I got 5th in, I'm not really stressing about. I'm just going to go out there, put my best foot forward each lap and each moto, and just try and go 5-1-1 and hopefully end up with the title.
Tiger Woods Sunday Red, is that what we're doing?
That's what we're doing.
I like it.
There's what appeared to be the moto win for Easton Graves. Yeah, the penalty with the new yellow flag rule ends up being a 5th, but you came, you saw, you conquered. First of all, what state are you from?
Louisiana.
You know this, K-Dub?
Louisiana, of course I do.
Louisiana, okay, yeah, 2 Louisiana boys up here. And where are you training and doing your riding to prepare for this?
Down in Moto Sandbox in Claremont, Florida.
So we got an awesome little photo here in the center of the Supercross champion, Ken Roxon. Do you get to ride with him, see him every once in a while down there?
Yeah, he helped me a little bit this year coming into this race. He actually helped me with my starts.
No way.
Yeah, my starts till about a week before this were not good at all.
Well, what was the tweak? Do you want to give that away? Just body position or what?
Yeah, pretty much body position. I was a little bit too far forward, so I just had to scoot back a little bit and kind of just reposition myself, and it turns out to be working so far.
He didn't have to do that. I'm sure he could be like, beat it, kid, I'm the Supercross champ. He just wanted to help.
Yeah, he came out there and we did a lot of starts that day, and he seen that I was struggling that day, so he came out and helped me, and it ended up working a lot.
Wow. Do you get to ride with him much? I know he's mostly Supercross these days. Have you ridden with him here and there?
Yeah, we have. Sometimes we'll ride outdoors with them, and then while they're on Supercross, we normally get a Friday on Supercross, and we'll get on the same track they do.
You hear that, K-Dub? They ride Supercrosses. How old are you?
15.
15.
Yep. Jeez.
It wasn't quite that like that in your days.
Well, I rode it at 16.
Okay.
It was for real.
You were pro. You were racing. Yes, you were racing it.
Hey, what about your driver's permit? Drew Adams failed it 3 times, I think, when we had him on here a couple of years. Yeah, 3 times it took him.
Man.
Wow. What about you? How are we looking for your driver's permit?
Be honest.
I failed it 3 times.
Yeah. Come on, Easton Graves.
I love it.
Dude.
3rd time's the charm, buddy.
Yeah, I failed it, and then I failed it twice, and then they said I had to take it in person, and I failed it once in person. And then I got it on the second time in person.
I love the honesty we're getting on this show.
I know. You just show them these darn clips.
Yeah,
You're capable of driving a vehicle.
I mean, at least I'm good at riding a dirt bike, because driving is not my type of thing.
God,
you got to go too slow, too many rules.
Yeah.
Can't go through a yellow light. They'll dock you 5 spots there, too, man.
They probably will.
You're just talking about the written test.
Yeah.
So you haven't even been able to the whole rest of it driving, and that's a long way off.
Well, I think in Louisiana, I think your mom gets to vouch for you.
No way.
I have my permit in Florida.
Oh, there you go. Well, I don't know Florida law.
Yeah, we were actually able to do it online at first, and I actually got kicked out of the website, and they said that I had to come in and take it in person, that I failed, and then there was just this whole big thing that we weren't happy about.
You're like, I got to train today. I can't go in there and take a test.
Yeah, my permit pictures me after a day of riding, and I'm like, yeah, this is not good.
Yeah.
That's
This
great.
kid's all sweaty. Must be a farm boy.
Yeah.
Are you serious? In Louisiana, Mom can just say, trust me, he's good.
Yep.
Wow.
Can you ride the back of pickup trucks legally there, too?
You can.
I figured.
Yeah, of course.
I think it's true in North Carolina where I live, so I can't really talk. Easton Graves, your goal is to win. I know you got vengeance on the mind now, especially. Do you get to have some fun, like some enjoyment of the Loretta's experience, even though you want to lock in?
Yeah, I pretty much just chill, hang out before my motos, and then after I shower, I hang out for about an hour, just kind of recover, and then I go and chill and hang out with my friends.
Yeah, so there is downtime, there's hangout time.
Yes.
Are you friends with guys that you're racing in your class? Because sometimes that does happen.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
It's just whenever helmet goes on, I'm down for battle, and I'm down for anything that it takes to win.
There we go. There we go. That's really cool, though, to get to hang out with Ken Roczen and that he's interested. Now, do you think he's been paying attention to what's going on? You got any feedback?
He's not there quite often right now because he's getting ready for WSX and stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
So he's hasn't been there much, but he'll come out there some days and hang out and chill. And his Griffin will ride his e-bike around the track.
Oh, he'll probably be a terror out here someday.
Oh, he's coming.
I would not be surprised.
He's a supercross little kid. He likes riding the whoop track.
Really?
Yeah.
On what, like a Stasic or something like that?
He has the KTM E5 bike.
Oh, okay.
So
Already stepping up.
Yeah, he rides a whoop track. Probably does like 100 laps on that thing a day.
Okay.
Putting in the
those
laps
reps in early.
Yeah.
What do you think I don't know if you know what your plan over the next couple of years is. Now you got to be 18 to be able to race pro. So any idea what the next couple of years are like for you?
Yeah, pretty much just run amateurs till I turn 18 and then go pro from there.
That was not the direct question, right?
Well, that was one. That was one. How the next couple of years will be. When you win, like you've been winning, have you been talking to some teams that might be wanting to mentor you through these next 3 years before you're 18?
Yeah, I do have a couple things in the works right now, and yeah, hopefully all that comes up soon.
Look at that. Loretta's, man. Still making dreams happen. Yeah, that was
politically correct.
That was smart.
Hey,
yes.
It's nice to have options.
Yes, it is.
There you go.
Yeah, winning, regardless of the yellow flag thing, winning like people saw you win makes it a lot easier to negotiate deals.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier.
Cool. All right, you're having fun. Thanks for stopping by the show.
Thank you.
That's Easton Graves. Do we have the crowd? Yeah, we do have the crowd noise. Well done. Probably not going to be the last time we talk, but not just on this show.
That's
podiums and the whole nine. Easton Graves hanging out with us. I think we got more highlights coming up here in a minute, and we'll let you go. But that was awesome, actually, the performance. I don't know, most dominant we've seen? I think we could argue
Very strong.
Yep.
Very strong.
Nice.
Great job,
Well
Easton
done,
Graves.
young man.
Study
Thank
up
you.
for that driving exam. It's coming up, man.
Yeah, I got
Good
it.
luck.
All right, dude, you're out of here. We're going to cruise into some Schoolboy 1 highlights. Let's take a look.
Yeah, thanks to Easton Graves. This is Schoolboy 1. This is another class for 125s. Very similar to what you saw in that 125 junior class. And we just want to let you hear the sounds as much as we can.
So good.
Some of the same players in this one that we had before. Gage Brown, who we saw win the 125 junior, is battling in this one. 67 is Knox Lewin. Hudson Vagel on the 72. You won't see him early. He has a bad start. He's able to work his way forward. And Chase Moynihan, who's had his starts dialed all week. That's him on the 4 out front early in this one.
I imagine that's going to be Easton's class next year. He'll be in this thing right here.
Yeah, because you have a long run out now with the 18-year-old.
I think he's going to change it. Yeah.
Yep.
Normally at 15, if you were going to go early, you'd go straight to B, maybe even, who knows. I never rode B here, but I guess now things are going to change. And obviously with the 18 rule, you got more time.
Yeah, simple as that. You see Gage Brown there on the 19 starting to peek that blue fender in there. Kevin Kelly, I don't know if you remember this one, but Moynihan's hole shot and first maybe to the long short shoot, first 2 or 3 turns, that had to be the biggest lead anyone had that
I do
early
remember
in the race.
that.
It was wild.
I don't know what he did those first 4 turns, but it was spectacular. But it wouldn't be quite enough. It's still, that's a great way to start it. That's how you script it, right?
Yeah, but this class is tough, and eventually Lewin would get there on the 67 to take over the lead. And then Brown starts to close in, I believe, from third. And then what did we say earlier? That every time you see Moynihan, you see Brown? Well, look what's brewing right here.
They're from different states. In fact, look at where these guys are from. Oklahoma, Florida, New York, Wyoming.
Love it.
Don't get a chance to race each other too often unless they're banging bars down at a facility. And there is Moynihan and Brown. Donnie Luce having to separate them at the end of the race here.
Yeah, keep the Blue Crew people happy. So Brown's looking good here. Remember, he won the moto in the other class, 125 junior. So at the moment, things are going his way. He's battling with Moynihan. We'll let this play out here, and then you'll see what happens eventually to the 19.
It is a testament to be able to hold a guy like Gage Brown behind you or to hold him off of your Moynihan as there's just so many lines and so many opportunities to make passes out there that you can go kind of anywhere you want. We've seen passes all week inside. We've seen passes outside. We've seen passes in the middle.
And that was Lewin just in front of them guys, too. So he was not running away with this. We thought it was going to be a 3-way battle. There's first, second, and third.
Yeah, that's that close. Lewin, shout out to Robbie Raynard's training complex there in Oklahoma. Even running the number 67.
Side by side. Every shot, it looks AI or something, man.
There they go through the 10 Commandments. They are still
There's Lewin.
Toe-to-toe.
Yep. Brown is trying to figure it out, but then before he really gets a chance,
we're getting there
to make it happen. Heartbreak.
Oh, there it is. We knew it was coming.
The bike breaks for Brown. Lewin takes that win back to the Rainier Training Complex in Oklahoma, and we're going to check in with our pit reporter.
Birthday boy, still, it's my birthday all week this week. It's been brought to my attention that I've been promoted from Verb Moto sideline reporter to Moto. It's been brought to my attention that I've been promoted to this. Guys, girls are laughing at me. We'll put that one in there too. Fox, Radio Fox. That's why I wanted to start this now, so I get it by the time we got down there. I don't know why they're promoting me. It has been brought to my attention that I've been promoted from Verb Moto sideline reporter to Radio Fox pit reporter. So that being said, it's time to get some Fox gear, I think. Hey, I'm here to pick up my uniform for radio. Oh, are you kidding me? I don't know if you guys can tell by the grin on my face that you just saw, but I'm excited. I am your official Radio Fox sideline reporter. Hi, y'all. How you doing? Until I looked down on my own feet and saw my nice new white shoes that I'm about to walk out on the track with. What are we doing? How are you feeling?
You know, it's a long day. It's a long week. This is just the beginning.
One cool thing about being the official Radio Fox sideline reporter is we don't need wristbands. Check out live timing right here. Dude, little 8 a.m. orange soda. This might be the best way to watch dirt bike races. There's an agent that used to come around here named Dougie Wallenbach, and I have not been able to see him all day long. I wonder if he's even here. Have you guys seen Dougie Wallenbach?
I gave him a call this morning, but I think he's still asleep.
This right here is one of the most intense parts of the entire weekend. It is the chip pick. Oh, that's a good chip right there. Hey, you know where Dougie Wallenbach is?
I'm not sure now.
You don't know where he's at? Do you need an agent?
No.
Okay, here's his business card.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, here, just give him a call. Thanks, man. What, you got it? There it is, the race within the race. I feel like maybe I'm bringing the luck. Maybe we just need more sideline reporting. Because it seems like every time I'm around, good things happen. Shout out Radio Fox for giving me Radio Fox in the first. God, yeah, maybe I might be the last after trying to get this out. Shout out to Radio Fox for giving me the opportunity to not only be the first pit lane reporter, but maybe even the best. Stay sky off that jump. I'll be sure to insert some of that footage right here. Bing. Also, there's a 80% chance that I'll forget to insert that footage, so you guys got to hear me say bing. So breaking news. We were gonna end the video there, but I just got an email from a hotmail.com account from the one and only Mr. Dougie Wallenbach. He's safe, he's okay, he's a little confused. But we're gonna show you guys that on Saturday. Till then, back to you guys in the booth.
Crane, man.
Was it just me, or did I feel like watching the start of that with Jason was about like watching Easton Graves take his written exam for a driving test?
That was hard to watch. A lot of fails.
0 for 3.
Coming up short. It's like me going through the 10 Commandments.
Okay, so when we first had Jason Crane as the reporter the other day, I was like, man, we've been hiding on this talent, working behind the scenes for the last 20 years.
Yeah, he went and got a permed. He's ready, man.
Now I'm not sure. Maybe just stay
where you're at.
Behind the
right
scenes.
over there.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
We got a guest at Seth Hamaker, but you can't talk yet because we got to show highlights of 250B. But of course, Seth Hamaker, I was worried Seth Hamaker. I'm like, dude, is he really going to stick around here at Loretta's till like 9 o'clock local time? Why am I worried? Seth Hamaker, you ask, he'll do.
We could just let him do the highlights. I don't know if you were here for that moto, but it doesn't matter. We just take it till you make it.
All right, we'll give it a shot.
He's not even scared. He's not even scared.
He raced the class. He understands.
Hamaker. Yep.
Rider's perspective.
I don't know when we're getting to these highlights, so I might as well start talking to Seth. We're going to do it right now. All right, you're not allowed to talk. We're showing highlights. Unless you watch 250B and you know something about it, feel free to contribute at any time, Seth Hamaker. 250B, one of the fastest classes at the ranch, and a lot of riders to watch here. It's honestly a class where a lot of riders make their name. A guys who maybe don't dominate in the mini cycles.
Look at that. I'm going to share some of my homework with this guy here. There's some of our names and numbers. That's how they finished. That's
Dude.
So Seth, now you got the intel now.
Seth's going to be like, see, it really wasn't that hard. They just used papers.
Early race lead going to the 49, Brendan Harrison. That's a great start for him. And, hey, guys in the red boots.
Talk about that. Kelly, what was going on with this red boot thing?
It's a thing, man. Can you confirm or deny the red boot theory? RBT.
Not too much. I mean, if I could run red boots, I would. But
oh, you like the look though?
I love the look of red boots. So.
See?
Yeah, there's a lot of colors going on the Cowie. That would, I don't know how well that will go.
Well, Matt Walker was quick to tell me, buddy, been doing it for 25 years. Of course, first guy to do it.
He's a red glove guy as well.
Trendsetter.
You mentioned Brendan Harrison, Kevin Windham. Yeah, he got out front and made it look relatively easy.
He did.
Tough class.
Yeah, that was a great moto for Brendan Harrison. He kind of took control of it early, and we'll see how it shakes up. But I'm just telling you, he's riding well on rails and doing his thing.
I want to ask you about this track. So we're watching the 94 of Tanner Dorman was keeping the heat on him early. I'm not just saying this because I'm here. I go to a lot of races. I'm not paid to say this. I could say it's about another track. I swear, Kevin, that there is not a track that has more areas to pass than this. You practically see a pass on every single part of this track. I don't see that anywhere else.
Yeah, well, a couple of things. One, there's so many bikes.
Yep.
And there's so many different levels of riders. We're going to have, you know, all the way from the most entry level to the oldest dudes racing dirt bikes and everything in between.
Yeah.
And so, you know, at some point the line that you're in is just going to get destroyed because of so many bikes and start moving around. But yeah, you know, you hear a few riders talk about this, you know, hard to pass or whatever. If you have a hard time here, you have a hard time everywhere, and it's probably more your problem than the track, because we're looking at some of these corners that are literally 15, 20 lines in them, and us having the advantage of up above and the drone shot from Monster Energy and all the rest of the stuff that we're dealing with. We're seeing passes happen inside, outside, middle, 3/4 of the way in or out. So, you know, passing is, and the opportunity for lines is not the problem. However, finding a smooth one is pretty difficult.
Now, that's the fact. Seth, can you speak to that? Passing out here, is it hard?
No. I mean, you got so many options. I wish, this is the first year I've been back here since I've raced, and I definitely miss racing here, and honestly, I wish they would put this back on the pro circuit.
That's a good conversation starter right there. That was Brendan Harrison taking the win in 250B over Tanner Dorman. You saw in the 94. Tommy Doble on the 10 got it done for third. Let's talk Seth Hamaker. Yeah, 2020, they did have to run 2 pro nationals here because of COVID. They didn't have a lot of places to race, and it was obviously okay to be here because we already were for the amateur race. But when you see how many passes and how many lines and how wide the track is, do you wonder to yourself, why don't the tracks I'm riding on turn out like that? Because I'm wondering the same thing. Yeah. It's crazy how much passing there is here.
It is, and I think, you know, it's more of it's a tighter track for sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like it is pretty wide, and there's definitely more options than just to make those passes and to change up alternate lines and not have it be a lot slower than the main line. So I think that's obviously makes for good racing, and we've been seeing that all week. But yeah, that was 1 year too late to go pro and come back here to race.
I was wondering what the timing was.
Yeah.
So 2020, you were racing here?
Actually, I was hurt that year. 2019 was the last year I raced here.
Okay.
A-class, and then 2020 was COVID year, and I missed it. And then 21, I went pro. So.
Gotcha.
So Seth, as we talk with riders that a lot of us are training these days or whatever, as a racer on the professional series, and you run a corner, just tell the fans how many laps or times you think you will be able to hit a line on a motocross track the same way and everything before you start hunting. How many laps do you expect to run a line before you got to search?
Man, it probably takes more than what you think. I don't know. Out of 15 laps, maybe 10. So
10 laps before you start kind of hunting for something new. And obviously riders around you and all the rest of the stuff that go into that equation. But think about the number of laps made at a race that you go and compete at versus the amount of laps here, and that's why we see such development.
Yeah, maybe you need to advocate for let's get some 50cc bikes
to the
out there on the pro nationals to open up some lines.
Yeah, I think that's why you see the track get, there's so many different skill levels out here, and everyone's braking in different areas. The track gets so rough and gnarly in its own way, but yeah, it's cool to kind of see different styles and all the up-and-comers, racing here. I haven't been to an amateur national in a long time, so it's really cool.
Yeah, that shocked me when you said you have not been here since you raced in 2019, because for most of you guys, it's almost like a homecoming. You got good memories here, I'm sure.
Absolutely, yeah. Some of the greatest memories for me and my family coming to the ranch, not every year. I didn't make it all years in my amateur career.
You didn't even make it?
I mean, not. I went on 50s in 2007 was my first year.
Yeah.
And then no 50s, 65s. I came back.
Was there a year you did not qualify?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me your biggest heartbreak here at the ranch.
Dang, man.
Biggest heartbreak here.
What was her name? Was it on the track? Her name was Lisa, man.
Yeah. We had it all arranged.
I remember my last year when I was racing Mitchell Falk, Derek Drake, Tanner Stack.
Mm-hmm.
We're going into the last moto. All 4 of us were tied, and the first lap of that moto, we were just all going at it, and ended up going down and kind of not giving it, but Derek Drake ended up getting the title pretty easily with that one, and yeah, just one of those ones where I wanted to kind of win my last year here, and came close 2 seconds, and yeah, we were off to the pro career. But I never thought I would say that I would want to come back and race after, but just seeing it now, and as a family thing, I feel like I definitely would want to come back.
It's a thing. It happens, especially once you get into the kid business, and they will probably be racers.
Yeah.
Did you watch some of the vets do their thing?
Yeah. I watched so much, every race pretty much. So
so you make mention that the last opportunity for you to race here at Loretta Lynn's, you did not due to injury. Walk us through where you're at now. How's your body?
It's okay. I have I've got surgery on my left shoulder, tore my labrum in that high point crash. But I'm 4 weeks out from that, and I feel really good. Just it's a slow process with the soft tissue and ligaments. It takes some time, but all went really good. And unfortunately, I'm going to miss the rest of the season. No outdoors or SMX for me, and just get ready for next year. Have a good off season. Come into Supercross in 2027 as good as I can, and look at the bigger picture. And yeah, had a good last couple of years and showed good results. I feel really good. I just need to keep improving on that.
Yeah, isn't your deal up this year? You got something in the works?
It is.
You got a plan?
Yeah, I re-up for 2 more with Cowie.
Already set?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
There you go.
Just locked it in a couple weeks ago, so I'm really happy.
Yep.
What does that day look like when you go to re-sign? Do they fly you out there?
Smiles everywhere.
Right?
For me,
straight to the car dealership? What are we
just
doing?
on the DocuSign. Like,
really?
Yeah,
Nothing cool? Like,
not really.
You didn't have to go to Cowie HQ?
Mitch doesn't fly the
Just
jet
right
in there
over
to
the
scoop you up? Nothing?
That'd be sick.
Imagine that. That'd be pretty good. Helicopter in.
Yeah, got the jersey. Mitch is there holding the team jersey, taking a picture with the hat.
It's really great loyalty. So what is the first year you joined Team Green?
Team Green was 2017.
2017. So this is going to go past 10 years by the time this next 2 years is over.
Yeah, you're vested, man. You get the pension, vision, dental, the whole deal.
Yeah, that's coming.
Yeah, he's going to get win bonus pension payout when he's 55 years old. Yeah.
That's pretty cool, though. Like, when I raced the Cowie when I won here in Super Mini in 2016, but I wasn't on Team Green.
Okay.
And then after that, got picked up, and the support just grew every year as as the success started getting more and more. And to be with Team Green for going on 10 years now, then with Pro Circuit this was my 6th year, so, and then 2 more, so making a good career of it, but want to lock down some championships here. So,
man, you come so close. And look, it's unfortunate you had this injury now because you did have a lot of that earlier in your career. But I feel like this was a weird crash. But for the most part, you've done a lot of work to solve the injury problem, and hopefully you got a plan where this doesn't keep happening.
Yeah, I think just as my technique has improved and stuff like that, it's definitely hasn't been as much. And this was definitely a weird crash, and I can't even watch it back. I get so frustrated and mad about it. But it's just part of the sport, right? And things are gonna happen. I think for me, it's just trying to take that and learn again. Can't dwell on it, can't change it. So at least I've been through these processes before, and going to come back stronger than ever I always do, and just continue to work on that and try to minimize those mistakes.
What are you doing with downtime? Real Housewives of LA, Below Deck, what are we doing?
Not really. I've been in California with Doc G doing therapy.
Just every day, 8 hours a day with Doc G.
Twice a day, yeah.
That dude's lost a lot of weight, man.
Yeah, he looks good.
Looks good.
I don't even recognize him
at the time. I was like, that's Doc G?
That's G.
Even from even just from last year still.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, crazy. But no, just trying to stay busy, but that's why I wanted to come here with, the Fox crew, hang out.
Give back a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's so cool to see, the young kids and their personalities away from the track, too. It's been really cool, so.
We're digging for the high-dollar purchases. We're digging for the vices. We're wanting to know. And it's just straight work. We're going to see Dr. G twice a day. It's like getting ready for football season, 2-a-days.
Yeah, right.
We got to get back to it.
Football, do you do any other sports? Do you watch any other sports? I mean, it's almost the best time of the year with football and baseball about to go.
I watch football. I watch pretty much every other
Steelers guy?
Eagles.
Eagles?
Yeah.
Oh, man, the worst fan base in all of football. Man, you guys are tough.
Yeah, it's tough, but it's just lifestyle.
Well, you've won a couple championships here.
You got some good recent memories here, though.
Pretty good. Not bad.
Been good.
Yeah.
And how about the year in Supercross? Was that last year where they gave you like 7 home races in a row, man? We hit every stadium that was remotely related to Seth Hammaker.
The whole month of April was just back-to-back.
Yeah, dude.
And
stayed home, got to stay with them close home.
It was funny, RJ, that's when I was battling RJ and Tom, and RJ in one of the press conferences was like, oh, yeah, next weekend we're going to my home race, and he was just messing around because it was another one of my home races.
Another one of yours. Yeah, exactly. Hey, it was only World Cup, they said, while they couldn't run any of those stadiums. So maybe next year they'll get you back.
Hopefully we're back, yeah.
Yes. Okay, I know you're bummed to be out, but overall, what you had done before that at High Point, that was a big step up outdoors from what we even saw the year before. So are you leaving at least with some confidence, even though it didn't end the way you wanted?
Definitely. Yeah, that was the first time I've kind of proved myself outdoors. Got my first overall win outdoors at Paulo, the first race, and kind of boosted that confidence. Held the red plate till I got hurt. I was tied at that race with Levi. And yeah, it's good that I can prove it both indoors and out now. And just to get that confidence, obviously, I feel like as well as I was doing it, it stung even more to go out like that.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, like I talk about, it's racing, and there's nothing I can do about it now, so just move on.
How does Mitch handle you versus like Levi? Is he a yelling and screaming guy, or is he kind of chill now in his older age and his?
He's definitely chilled out. He doesn't,
throwing beers onto that. We're not doing that anymore.
None of that. Okay. Not that I've seen. Maybe at the shop when we're not around.
Do you guys feel like he approaches each rider uniquely for y'all's strengths and what? Hey, some riders need a hug. Some riders need a chewing out. So. You see a little difference?
It is, yeah. And even from when I first got on the team, like, he's learned me and what I need and what I like to hear. But he knows that whatever I give out on the track, that's all I got. So
how different is your bike than Levi's? Is it like radically different? Are you pretty close in settings?
We're pretty different, actually. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, as far as suspension setup, it's quite a bit different. And then he runs like just little things like different bars, different grips. He runs a seat bump. He runs the steg pegs, and I don't run any of that, like all that other stuff.
Motor package?
Motor package the same.
Yeah. Look, that was one thing, watching the races this year, all year, every year.
Yeah.
But, a big step up for Pro Circuit on the hole shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, find yourself
our bikes are amazing right now.
Some great spots, It's been a sea of blue years past, and y'all getting into the mix early, so it's good to see.
It's awesome. Yeah, we were running 1, 2, 3 there for a couple of races with me, Levi, and Nick, and it's cool to see that. And yeah, we're coming up on year 3 on our current bike, so it's only going to improve. Mitch and the crew never stops working on that.
I was talking to you about your coaching some riders there at Farm 14. I feel like, I don't know if you give any advice to the kids you're working with here, but you seem like the kind of guy that if someone credible tells you to do something, you're not going to ask questions. You're just going to do it.
Yeah.
Do you give that advice to some of these kids?
Yeah.
And it's worked for you.
I do, and I think, it's just soaking it up. No matter who it is or what advice you're getting, just take it for what it is and dissect it as what you think you need, right?
But have you also found that when you get advice from 15 different people, then how do I digest all this?
A little bit, but maybe there's one thing out of 5 things that one person said that you can take that maybe you didn't have in your back pocket. So it's always good to listen. I try no matter what, and that's been a huge part in the program with moving to Florida and not asking any questions, doing what I'm told, and that's the best way to go about it, I feel like.
It's worked. I mean, the improvement has been rapid here in the last couple of years.
Thank you.
Yeah, maybe next year it pays off with number 1. I know
think
that's the goal.
Yeah, we're getting close. So.
Yes. All right, Seth Hammaker, thanks for stopping by. I was like, again, is he going to be here this late? Yep.
It's bedtime, man.
We'll be here.
He's going to run back to the hotel. You got to run all the way back, right? 10K back.
Is that part of the PT?
Yeah. We're staying with the Fox crew up in the bus. So
oh, nice.
It's been fun hanging out at the ranch,
Wow.
But thanks for having me on. And
we need to work that. We need to work that into our deal next year.
The Fox bus. The Fox bus would be nice.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Get out of there, Seth. We want some room.
Cool. Probably beats the quality in.
The lack of quality in. That's where we're staying. count your blessings that you're in the Fox bus. It's going all right. All right, what do we got next year? Probably some more highlights would be my guess. All right, we're going to cover girls 11 to 16. Thank you, Seth Hamaker, for stopping by.
Thanks, Seth. Great catching up.
Thanks for being with us.
Yep. Good guy right there. So girls class 11 to 16. You probably heard a lot of buzz about these young women coming out here and winning motos at Loretta's, but here's the interesting thing. A lot of that is not just happening in the girls class. A lot of the buzz has been about winning motos and titles in the 65s and the 85s. But if you want another young one to watch, it is Hannah Jamieson on the number 1. Just dominated last year and dominated this first moto this year. And you won't even see anybody in the shots with her.
It was such a lead that you're not going to try to cliffhang it all the way to the end of the
No,
You're just going to go ahead and let everybody know.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
spoiler alert. Yeah, that kind of riding, she's not going to be stopped. So watch for Hannah Jamieson. We had Chad Reed at this race all week last year. He was really impressed with her style and just one of many.
Hey, did you see the boots?
Red boots. And I think gone are the days. You remember when they used to have just a certain ride style? Had a girls' riding style. It doesn't look that. They all look the same now. The front runners have all picked up on how to look perfect on a bike. Picked up on the red
kick.
The high leg kick, like Adam Cianciarillo with a high leg kick.
Those boots might be pink, but we're still going to stay in the red category.
In that same the Roy G. Biv category there, somewhere in that red, orange, yellow area.
Got a great battle going on here between Tinley McCoy and I believe was that Zoe Moore?
Yep.
Yeah.
Zoe Moore, yep. Right
so
around
while,
Tennessee and
while
Texas.
Hannah Jamieson kind of struck out and did her thing, there were still battles on the track. Pretty intense. A lot of bikes in the Ten Commandments right here. Whoa, hang on to it. Oh, that was a get off.
That was a nice hit there. Yellow flags came out right on top of that one.
You know, the good thing is we've seen quite a few tip overs, even crashes in the Ten Commandments, but the speeds are so slow on this track. For the most part, we've seen everybody be able to bounce back up. So there's so many names to think about. The young up-and-coming, the future of the WMX series. You got Jamieson. You had Racing Collar, who won a title last year, was pretty fast so far this week on 85. Umena Burning got second in a moto, I believe in a 65 late today.
Yeah, led for a while.
Yep, led a lot of laps. Reagan Heighton is showing speed. Oh, man, this went sideways for the 2. She was able to survive that.
Was that Tinley McCoy on the 22 or the 2? Oh, that's the 2, sorry.
Yep. She was able to just avoid that crash in the Ten Commandments, but then that ended that. Had a good podium run going.
She tried to bump start it when she stalled it, and just probably too light. See, when you get in our weight category, you just plop
down on that thing.
seat,
Yep.
and
a lot of inertia.
right back up.
Yep. That tire will not slip. It will spin. Hannah Jamieson, another moto win here at Loretta's. She is a force in the girls 11 to 16 class.
65, 7 to 9's next. You see it on screen there.
Well, runner got stuck in the gate.
Cameron Buckman. It's a strong last name. Wes kind of loves saying that one.
Did Buckman get the whole shot, though? Who got the whole shot here?
Yeah, it is. It looks like a 1. That's not Jamieson's 1. That is a 7 on Buckman, who got to the early lead. Buckman doing damage in 2 different classes on 65s.
Edwin Meyer there in tow, though. Great ride from Edwin Meyer as well.
And then you got Robert the Fender the Sender. He will send it.
Now, here's what's impressive about Fender, who you'll see in the 34 in some of these clips. He races a 65, and he also races a 50, and he absolutely destroyed the field on the 50. And if you can run podium level on the 65 while you're still 50 eligible, you're no joke.
So he's like an underclassman.
So definitely on the lower side of the 7 to 9 class.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just kind of dabbling with the 65. He's going to be a big problem next year if he's already that comfortable.
And can you believe, I saw it in the program we have with the Hall of Fame and all the champions. Davey Millsaps, 1997, a young Davey Millsaps, won a 50 and 65 title in the same year.
No way.
Wow,
I cannot imagine that.
Dude.
That's got to be a record.
I think so, man.
What?
That is unbelievable. Yeah. To be... The age gap between 7, 8, and 9 is huge. So to beat kids older than you...
It's like 20% of your life. They're 20% older than you are. I think another cool stat is Ryder D coming back to defend a PW title. Like, you have to win it at such a young age to then come back
absolutely crazy.
Defend it.
So this is Buckman, who got away. Meyer, and then Fender's the rider we're talking about, crushing it on a 50 and not too shabby on a 65. Mickey Fluhart's been fast all week as well. He's a contender in this one on the 69. Got the 27 of Ezra Armbruster.
We say that name quite often, so Armbruster not quite as high up as we normally see him.
Yeah, Ezra Armbruster was making moves in all of these motos, but we never find him kind of in the running at the start, and that's really hurting Ezra Armbruster this week. Not
a problem for Buckman, throwing down on a 65. He would love to win 2 titles this week. That's the maximum amount of classes you can run. Everyone has to pick 2.
That was Meyer just behind him.
Yep.
That gear is perfect, bright yellow there for Buckman.
Well, parents want to be able to keep an eye on him.
Man, you're not hard to find him, dude.
Well, when you get the whole shot and you're in the lead, it becomes very easy. Till you get the lappers, but.
That's right. There's Meyer trying to keep him honest. Rider out of Missouri. In this 65, 7-9.
Perhaps that's Fender to the Cinder. Fender.
That's going to be Fender.
Fender. Little guy making it happen. And there is the 69 of Fluhart. You can scan that to download the VurbMoto Prospect app to get all the stats on all the riders and all the races. We'll go to 85, 10-12 limited a lot faster in a short amount of time once you're up to the 85cc division. Jaden Smart is starting to build quite a record here at Loretta's. 50 rider, 65 rider, now up to the 85s. Has a lot of support from Yamaha and the Blue Crew. He's got some work to do early on in this one, though. You got Anderson Waldell as a quick rider, Ryan Ciceretti, Beckham Smith, Gavin McCoy, some of the other favorites. But watch that Yamaha rider, Jaden Smart. He's moving to the front in a hurry.
Yeah, and he did the same thing in another class as well, so he's kind of establishing himself. I mean, he's been at every step of his progression here, been the guy. Every class, he's been impossible to beat.
Very young, 10 to 12 class, but with an IQ, rider IQ. I'm trying to think of a way to not say Jaden Smart. He is, but he is high IQ. But he rides very well, very, very methodical, and seems to be a thinker, and just finds himself in the right place at the right time.
I mean, he was great at the Motocross of Nations when he rode that Blue Crew race.
I believe he got a whole shot today, but also this one he had to pick through a couple and just doing his thing, doing it well.
So, Kevin Windham, you're not just saying that based on the results. When you watch him ride, you see the intelligence of how he picks his way around.
Yes, correct. And look.
Sorry, buddy.
Do you want to win Loretta Lynn's? Absolutely, but change it up. In the 10 to 12 class, this is not the measure of what this career is going to be.
We just talked
to Hammaker, who said, didn't make it a couple years.
Yeah, didn't even qualify.
These races are huge, and it's always a huge accomplishment, and you will remember the bib and the medal and the championship. If you get it, it will always go in your trophy room, but looking, some of these guys on the Blue Crew and whoever your teammates are, your sponsors, are looking for certain little things, little cues and indicators, how you think in those high-pressure situations, how you navigate through some of the harder situations of 3-moto formats, a week-long racing event. And I'm telling you, Jaden Smart, high IQ.
Okay. Well, take the compliment for sure, because he has one, like you said, Timmy Kelly, at every level.
I don't know that he'll pass his driving test. I do not know. Okay.
Apparently those two things, motocross and that, they do not, apparently it actually is a negative somehow. It actually makes you worse.
Well, it's always a race.
Maybe that's part of the problem. Yeah, the caution thing, just throwing them for a loop in so many ways.
Just send it. Don't study, just send it. That's what they usually do. They think, I can drive, I can do this.
Don't do that with the yellow flags. Don't do that with the yellow flags.
That will bite you. There is the 23 of Beckham Smith out of Texas. And the race,
Jaden Smart.
There he is. Yeah, man. Pulling off the red boots. He loves your style there, Kevin.
Red boots again.
Unbelievable.
Is that a thing?
Unbelievable.
And another thing about Jaden Smart, not afraid to hit the biggest jumps on the track. He lives for that. He loves it. So that'll help him probably at a high level once maybe Supercross has to become part of the game later on.
Somebody on set's been riding a bicycle.
Look at these. I mean, get a wide screen.
Look
legs,
at
dude.
those legs.
Pan out,
boys. He's not talking about me.
No,
we're talking about Zach Osborne here. Not be contained.
Look at these.
Look at those jeans.
What is going on, dude? Dude.
Wow.
I have normal human legs. What are those? They're like a Centaur or something.
Stumpy.
Centaur. He's got a horse leg, human body.
I don't know if that was the intro you wanted to have.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Welcome to Zach Osborne.
Welcome to the show.
Kevin Wyndham just couldn't resist.
I
was too.
Over and I was like,
he's busting out these Levi's.
Kevin was over here like stroking my leg.
I can't get enough of those things.
Clarify which Kevin now, okay? You have two on the show.
Yeah.
Me, the good one, the sexy one.
Yes, he is.
Sorry.
Zach, you're here. This has been the most anticipated part of the week, I think, is how your class. First, it's going to be fun to watch you, Phil Nicoletti, Jake Weimer, and others race each other. But then everyone wants to see you guys go against the fast kids of today in pro sport. And today we actually got to see that. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, I was pretty nervous, I'm not going to lie.
Really?
Yeah, because at the regional, I got absolutely just waxed pretty much.
Okay.
I didn't win a single moto in any of the pro sport classes.
Oh, wow.
Who beat you?
Justin Turner won all 3 of the 250 motos. I rode the 252 stroke in that. And then there was a bit of up and down, but I think Cade Johnson won the 450 race.
Okay.
So, yeah, I did a lot of work since then.
All right.
I was sort of like, riding once a week kind of thing before the regional. And since then, it's been a lot more consistent. But I was still nervous.
So you were not in the I'm going to show these kids what's up mentality.
Definitely not.
No.
Because yesterday our 25 moto was 11 laps.
Yeah.
And I was really nervous for that as well.
Okay.
Just like I haven't really raced that much in recent years.
All right.
So just racing, the start, the magnitude of this, Beta's put a lot into me being here.
Okay.
Bringing the semi, bringing me good stuff, and the parking spot and all the things, right? Like I said on the podium yesterday, we're still selling like around 100 motocross models a year at this point.
I don't know if you're allowed to say that, by the way, so I appreciate the honesty.
No, yeah, it's true. So, we know we're the little engine that could, and we're trying to grow this brand.
Yep.
And, here we are.
You know what I love about that is that, we watch 250C, we watch 450C, we watch the kids, we watch the adults, we watch the guys who have been there, done that, and they come back, and here we are. Zacho, I'm nervous.
I know, it
I'm
blows
nervous.
my mind.
Like we're talking about a motocross champion here.
I know, it blows my mind.
On the highest level, and I'm nervous.
It's kind of par for the course for me, though. I'm pretty nervous racing. Like, if I'm not nervous, that's when I'll stop.
Well, I can tell you one thing. Anymore. It does not show, okay? Because you're like just the diesel. You just keep going. You're going to plug away, and you might feel all of that. But I would guess that once the gate drops, they kind of go away because, dude, you're so solid.
Absolutely. It's definitely like a pre-race run-up thing for me.
Do you throw up when you get nervous?
Still have a little bit of that.
Is that still happening here?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Do you do it in a creek, like downstream, right?
There were like I had breakfast this morning, so there were some people dodging some stuff this morning, but.
Right down that creek?
No, I mean like at the gate.
If we could have had him go to the fishing contest.
And throw up in there.
Throw up in there, boy.
Don't put that thing in there. Don't put that fish in there. I don't know if you saw last week on the TV show from Washougal, we had a Kawasaki piece and your old mechanic, Derek Dwyer, who works over there now. He was talking about, he's like, I had a rider that I once worked for, and he would throw up on my shoe before every moto. That was you.
That was me.
That was
wow. Guilty as charged.
Yes.
I guess you changed over to rubber boots or something there early?
No, he learned to stand at the back fender. Yeah.
But to your point, in the motos, I feel like I can see a huge difference in the way you guys approach your races and the kids that you're racing against. At one point, you had the lead in the Open Pro Sport, and Cade Johnson went by. And we're like, well, we know how motocross works. He's the fastest guy. He's gone. And you just hung out. You just hung out. You just hung out.
I'm 36. It takes me a little bit more time to get opened up.
Yeah.
They are not like that. So I was pretty happy to let him lead for a little bit. He was pretty aggressive down the inside there. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, that's fine.
That was through what we call the 20 miles of bad road, right?
20
through the
miles
sand.
Bad road,
yeah, through the sand. He kind of dove in on you there.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, I'm going to sit here, kind of give it back a little bit.
Here we go from highlights. This is going to be our plus 25, I believe. No, Open Pro Sport.
Oh, we're going to give you the whole deal. This is the best stuff right here. And look who pulls the whole shot. Oh, there's a massive crash back there.
It was big.
Phil Nicoletti up to his old tricks. Didn't even have a good gate pick. Doesn't matter. That guy could start.
He had a good gate pick. He had 17th. Come on.
He still said that was Phil luck.
I was 27th. So.
Oh, worse.
I think the guy doing what he normally does is Andrew Short. He is a whole shot king. He just, even back in his pro career, you always saw Andrew Short to the front. And here he is now. But we got some pressure coming from our guest here.
Yep. So this is you and Phil battling it out.
Yep.
That was
first lap. Yeah, it was. We've had some fun, me and Phil. It's been a really fun week.
I totally had that wrong. It wasn't Andrew.
Because Phil took his number. Shorty's
right.
79.
That's why I got
out there.
Actually,
Shorty was about 5th.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure that Phil's first request, so he told me, was something else. I don't even remember.
Okay.
30, 35 or something.
I totally got thrown off there with
to give Shorty the number out of respect, and he ended up at 29. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna question that. All right, so this is now.
Thanks for letting me go with that mistake for like a full lap.
I was questioning myself. I'm like, maybe Shorty's in this somewhere. This is Cade Johnson. When we're talking about this battle here for the lead.
Yeah. You know, like I said, I was happy to sit behind for a couple laps, and then I just had that one little run on him down the 20 miles of bad road. I turned back, and he kind of turned back. And honestly, if I was at a different point in my life, I probably would have just smashed him. But yeah, I let that fly, and then turned right, and I still had the kind of momentum going, and then I finally made the pass through the sand there.
Now this is a big moment. This is Malinowski, who we showed earlier, won the 250 Pro Sport. He was insane fast coming from way back. I don't know how far he could have gotten. I don't think he was going to get up to where you were, but then he crashed in the sand, and that was the end of Malinowski's moto, knocked the wind out of himself. And look at this. The engine's warmed up now. You're back on Cade Johnson.
Yeah, the choo-choo is coming, you know.
Okay. So were you ever worried, or do you think, no, I think I can get him to come back?
No, I was never worried. You know, I just knew I needed to stay in contact there, and I was kind of monitoring Phil as well because I didn't want him to get me and then get Cade, and then exactly what happened to him happened to me, you know? So I was kind of trying to keep a watch on all of that. And as soon as I went by Cade, I actually had like a 2-second gap pretty quick. And then, yeah, from there, it was just management.
And then some mistakes there.
Whoa, that's a mistake there for Cade.
That was a big one.
There goes Phil.
There goes Phil.
That was a mistake on a mistake on a mistake. Yeah, there was about 3 of them in that straight.
Compounded mistakes.
And then at one point, this is Jake Weimer getting in it, and we thought we were going to see the vet sweep of the podium. Cade Johnson was able to recover and hold Weimer off, but are you flexing on it a little bit? You did beat the kids in Moto 1. You did beat them.
Definitely not flexing on it. I mean, it's just where I'm at, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't come here to make, you know, I've had my time, and I understand that. I'm not trying to.
Are you nervous about the Horizon
slap
Award?
any dingers? I don't think I qualify for that, Jason.
So give us context to where you think you would be. Like these guys are doing.
Called you, Jason.
You did.
Well, I called
him.
Andrew Short.
The other
even in
Phil.
the screen. So I saw Phil. I was calling Andrew. Say, hey, let's all make mistakes together. It's awesome. So you're riding against guys doing the estimates next. Now we're at Junior 25 plus.
That's your other class.
Where would you be if you went back out to the series?
That's what Kellen Brower wants to know.
I don't know.
Posting about it.
Yeah, Kellen is.
Kellen is killing you.
He needs to put his phone down.
Right.
Okay.
Watch the races, Kellen.
Yeah, Kellen, we're getting your teaser here, okay?
So this is a good one. This is earlier you raced 25 plus as well. Got to see you and Phil and Jake Weimer hook it up. So Weimer had the lead early.
Jake's been a lot better than I thought he was going to be.
He was
better
riding well.
than last year for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he stepped up. Yep. I don't think he was really prepared last year. I wouldn't say maybe as prepared as he wants to be, but better than he was a year ago.
And he
He even said that on the PA.
Yeah.
He may potentially have hit in a little mid-race bog here a little bit, but he responded very, very well.
He did.
And hung on very strong.
Man, we got some highlights in a little bit. They're not going to be nearly as favorable for you.
No, but they are fun to watch.
They're fun to watch,
lights.
buddy. We're going back in time.
Okay.
No, some are good. Some are good.
They're great.
Yeah.
They're actually really cool to watch.
Okay, so this is you battling Weimer. Okay, you mentioned that Beta's putting a good program together, giving you good stuff. Is your role still brand ambassador, or is it starting to expand?
I don't know anymore.
Really?
Dude, working a pro deal. Let's go racing again.
Yeah, that's what we really want.
To be honest, it's highly likely that I'll do the last 3 days.
Oh,
There it is.
Radio
Breaking
Fox.
news.
Whoa.
We'll see. I got to finish this.
Kellen
as it's
Brower
going,
with
but
early
Pick the phone up, Kellen.
Yeah.
So we get to find out how you would do when you go against the big boys. And look, some of these youthful riders, we were pulling like, give us some information. We just barely scratched the surface. And
Yeah, but,
Zach
like,
just
Well, he throws up easy, so
listen,
he'll vomit
I've
information.
said this on the show with Phil. Like, we're only having this experience because we've had the other experience, you know. And like, I'm an open book. Like, I don't care. I'll tell you. Like, just ask me.
We love it. Let's get some more juicy questions going on here.
All right.
Kevin Kelly.
Please get through this week safely.
Yes,
I want to see you at Unadilla, brother. That would be awesome.
Yeah, we'll see.
This is Phil on the 29. Don't confuse yourself, K-Dub. I mean, I don't know why you would think Andrew Short was 29. I don't know where.
Well,
what
a whole
is making
shot
you
with
think
all
that?
white gear
With
on a
all
white bike.
gear.
Why would you think that? It's the
exactly.
exact
only
same thing
his
he will.
number for like 20 years.
My bad.
Oh, that was funny. Brandon Haas was in this moto with you. Now, Brandon is winning the what we call sportsman class for non-ex-pros. But honestly, he hung with you guys pretty good. I know you and Brandon go way back. Yeah. You guys founded Club MX. I would imagine you've ridden with him before. Has he improved a lot?
Well, like when we were together the most, he was really not riding. Like that was business time, you know. So yeah, I mean, I've ridden with him, but I think he's really gotten a lot better than in the last like 4 or 5 years than he was back then.
Yeah, he was not keeping you in sight for
definitely not
back then. Yeah, that's pretty cool. He ended up 4th.
That is so unusual for a guy at his age to find that much more speed late in his career.
Dude, he has a really good bike. He's got good stuff, and you know, a great place to train. So what more can you ask for?
I find that he almost reminds me a little bit of Mike Brown, where I saw Mike Brown as a professional, and then I saw him as an amateur years later, like doing all these races. I'm like, he's coming into his own right now. Like
at 43, Mike Brown,
he's looking really good. He's more sound now than he was when he was racing professional. And I think Haas is he's looking sharp.
Yeah, he is. He's a great rider, very technical. If you know him, you know personally, that's sort of the mindset that he has for everything, I think, you know, and that's why he's successful in business and in training and all the things. So it maths for me.
Okay, so we might have broken some news here.
There's no news has broken. I said there's a chance.
There's a chance.
There's a great chance. High probability. Give me a number.
Likely.
We'll see you
figure. Percentage.
Yeah.
50-50.
Oh,
come on,
Zach. Putting us right on the precipice here. Wes Williams in the back. You have real highlights you want to show.
We watched this earlier. Me and Weege our jaws were on the floor.
I was like, I cannot wait till Zacho gets up there and we can watch Loretta's.
There we go.
This is prime Zach Osborne.
That was the only championship I ever won right there.
What is this?
2004.
Wait a minute, you're a one-time. You're a
one time.
Why do I think you're a 5-time champion?
Should have been, could have been. 2004, 80, 14 to 15.
Who's in this class?
Well, RV should have been in this, but he broke his collarbone on practice day. That's Matt Lemoyne behind me.
Yep.
Phil.
Phil's in this one too.
Dungy, yeah. Shoot, who else would have been in that?
We'll get to the Dungy here.
Michael Patone was in this. He was really good.
Pinecone, yeah.
That's Lemoyne giving you a run.
That's Lemoyne, yeah.
Lemoyne was good here.
Rider down.
He won Super Mini. I went 191 in Super Mini.
Look at that. Look at those 2 young fellas there.
Dude, look at us.
Unbelievable.
Look at those sideburns.
I can't say that you look nearly as much different as I do.
Yeah, it's the age percentage thing. You were going from kid to adult. This is Lemoyne giving you heat again.
Yeah, this is Super Mini. He won the Super Mini title. I went 191. I crashed back in the back. The track was a little different then, and turned my bike upside down and couldn't start it forever. So I got 9th in the second moto and blew the championship. But yeah, he was better than me.
So this is early in your career, Wes Williams' career, Wygate's career. That thing was ginormous. That was the Tommy Hahn tabletop right there.
Sick. There's a crazy video of Phil
flipping.
Yeah, flipping.
Yeah, I saw that. Yes. Goes off the side, full front flip.
Yeah.
All right, this is where it gets real.
Oh, yeah. This is the beginning of the end of the early days of
He's already thinking about Europe right here?
No. I didn't know it, but I should have been.
So that is Ryan Dungy on the 12th. Were you even thinking of Ryan Dungy as a contender?
Yeah, he had been better this is 05, so 1 year later. That's Austin Strube.
Yes.
He had been better that year, but, like, I didn't know that he was the main competitor. I went there thinking it was Austin.
Yep.
And yeah, we ended up. I don't remember the scores, to be honest.
Well, the legend is that Dungy, you did, but I will say this: when we watch this back, I mean, you give Dungy a heck of a run. Like, it's a real battle here.
I think we went 1-2. 2-1 or something along those lines, where it was like both of the last motos were winner take all, one between me and Dunge, one between me and Stroop.
Did it happen on the same day, or am I making that up?
I think it was the same
I feel like
day.
I said
this is obviously an early morning moto, so I'm thinking that this was early morning and then the other one was in the afternoon when it was hard packed.
So this is your first moto is what Wes is telling us of the whole week. But these titles came to, the first moto of the whole week for everybody. So the track is extra wet back then. We used to put a little water down then.
1-2-2 for second. So there you go.
3-1-1 got Dunge the title. Zach went 1-2-2. So there's Dunge. Now here's something you don't see often. That's a mistake by Ryan Dunge.
I don't know that was in the same
moto
class, but maybe. Yeah.
So Lemoyne goes 36-1-1. Dungy's got an ear ring. I didn't know they allowed that up there.
There's our old friend Rodney Tomlin. Oh, only Zach would remember. Of course Zach remembers Rodney Tomlin, one of our good friends.
And look, we made y'all stand next to each other. Do you remember that?
I don't remember this. We did.
I don't really remember that either, no.
Oh, it's crazy.
All 3 guys on the podium?
You do not look happy.
I don't know, man.
I was in the middle, so I was probably happy with that. But this place was so much pressure for me in those days, and yeah, it's so nice to be back and have some fun.
Kind of sounds like they're pressure-filled today.
No, it's a different feeling, right? Like, totally different.
Yeah, well, you've been there, done that.
Yeah.
What is it like to have your, you got the motorhome, you got your family here.
Yep.
I'm sure you've told them about Loretta's, your kids probably 1,000 times. So is that cool to be able to show it to them?
Yeah, so my wife grew up coming to Loretta's. We actually met when we were 12 at Ponca City. You've heard the story, but so she knows about it. And she was like, when we left here in 2020, after I won both the 450 Nationals, she was like, well, we did the Loretta's thing. Like, we can close that book. And I was just kind of like, it was pretty quiet. We're out of the airport.
Oh, like, you had it in the back of your mind.
Tell her this. We're not quite done. But like over the past few years, you know, with just the way things have gone, I didn't really know if I would ever come back. Every year I get to like July and I'm like, dang it, like I should have done a regional, you know? And finally this year, Beta put me in a position to be able to do it. Tim, my boss, kind of thought I was crazy too. And my wife was... Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he was like, let's do Mammoth or do something else. And I was like, no, like, this is the pinnacle. Like, if we're going to do this, we need to go there. You know, I'll put in an effort and we'll try to go and make a splash.
What's it been like for the kids?
It's been awesome. The first, we got here on Friday morning. Friday, Saturday, Sunday was just my oldest son and I. He's 8. He's the middle, but he's the oldest boy. And, you know, I'm pretty straight edge. Like, I'm actually extremely straight edge, let's be honest. I'm a pretty boring guy. And, like, donuts on the golf cart and, you know, doing fun stuff during the week when I was here as a kid was not happening, you know. Going to the creek, not happening. So, we picked up the golf cart on Friday, and we had a time.
Oh!
Yeah. It was raining, and we just went to Lot 3, and we're just like, yeah, we're going to do some donuts. Like,
I love it.
Wow.
So not eating donuts, you're doing donuts.
Yeah, doing donuts.
Yes. That's hanging it out for you.
Yeah, it is.
So no beer tent, kids sleeping on the golf cart while you're cranking it out.
I don't drink at all. I don't know, man.
Good man.
But they're having a good time?
Yeah, they've had a blast. My son's done at least 1,000 laps on the pump track.
Yeah.
Did Camp Stasic today. My daughter's enjoying some of her friends that are here. It's been awesome. My wife's had a task wrestling the littlest one. He's quite the handful.
Yeah.
But she's amazing, so.
You know what's great? Now you can bring up all your Loretta's stories, and it will be a little more. They'll actually maybe be interested in what you have to say.
Yeah.
It's a shared experience now.
Nobody understands the scale. You can't understand the scale and what's happening here until you are here and you're like, holy crap, this is massive, and there's a lot going on. You're, you know, getting run over by a golf cart or, you know, hitting somebody on a golf cart. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Exactly.
What's amazing is to watch back those videos. You said 05 on some of that we were watching.
Schoolboy.
04, 05. Those were both 04.
And look around today.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that wasn't that long ago. I mean, Loretta's 45 years. And so, like, for 20 of those 45 years, a little flat. I mean, not in competition, whatever else, but you look now in the production, the shows, the apps, the experiences, the concert, the whatever. It's all just
elite.
It's quite
like
the production. It really, truly is. Like, just the scale that it is now, how far it goes down the road. Parking.
Well, you know, between the start in 45 years ago, and then 05, we're like, we're going to change a banner and a pennant ribbon, and we're going to, you know, and that's good.
Yeah.
Now we have infield towers, which we're in now. We have Radio Fox. We have concerts.
Live
we have
streaming.
You know, the FMX that we're jumping tonight. I mean, this thing has grown monumentally, and what a fantastic event it is. So got to be a lot different than the last time, and watching back those videos.
Yeah, it is. You know, I heard you guys talking about it a little bit with Seth, but this track, for whatever reason, there are so many options for passing. Like, you can go inside and make a pass and get passed in the same line the next lap by somebody on the outside. Like, it's crazy. Where I passed Phil in the open moto today, I was like, I went around the outside, and then I was like nearly on the water truck lane in the next corner, and I'm like, he's gonna be at that face before I get there. And we came out, and I'm side by side. I'm like, how did that happen? Like, that doesn't even make sense.
I know. I want to know how to replicate. I talked to Jeff Russell, the track crew. I'm like, how do you make High Point race like this? But no one can figure out why it's so much better here.
I don't understand. The only thing that I can come up with is that the small bikes make smaller bumps, so that like packs the inside up a little bit as far as speed goes.
Okay.
And then, you know, the further you move out, there's less bumps, so it like evens the playing field.
Yeah.
But like, you know, you see a lot of racetracks now that have those inside humps to like even it out, and they just don't work. But these do. Like, they
100%.
legitimately are like, oh, that is how it's done, but like, how do we recreate that?
And you're talking insides and outsides, but I believe I recall in your moto you doing a lot of crossing over, right, from out to in.
Yeah,
you were doing a lot of that as well.
Yeah, but you don't do that at a national, right? Like, why? Because the ruts are so much bigger, deeper, like
longer, rougher.
I don't know.
A lot of bikes here.
I don't know how to recreate it, but it is a special thing.
Put AI on it. Somebody get on this.
Yeah. I was wondering, people would say I'm a shill if I say the track that offers the best racing is Loretta's, because they would be like, there's no way, it's too tight. But I'm telling you, there's not a single corner on this track that you haven't seen it pass.
The only corner that I know out there right now that you can't pass in is after the 20 miles of rough road.
Yeah.
That left-hander. That gets a little bit inside biased.
You tried to square up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I would have blasted if I was 10 years ago.
That's where you would have given them a blast.
I would have given them a blast there.
Yeah. There's one little kink where you can't pass. There's one turn.
But I got past going down that straightaway.
Oh,
so like,
dude. Gosh. Awesome stuff, Zach. Well, 50-50 chance we see you at Unadilla as 51. A pro. But you got to handle some business here. I'm actually pumped to see how interested Beta is in this. This isn't a side thing.
Yeah.
They're looking at it. They're interested in what you're doing.
Yeah, definitely. You know, my boss, Tim, sent us an email today with me on the cover of the live feed on Flow, and it's like that's a big deal for us, you know. Like, we understand where we're at. We had some reporting yesterday that we were up 19.5% year over year on sales. That's a huge chunk for a small brand like us. So, yeah, they're interested. They're into it. They want to make a splash in this moto scene. We don't really have all the tools we need to go both motocross and supercross and motocross racing right now.
Yeah.
So we're just a supercross only team, so that hinders us a little bit from getting some bigger names, but we're trying. We're getting there day by day, working hard. We have a good bike. We have a good product. This bike has probably the best front end feel that I've ever had in my whole career. Wow. I know. I'm gonna be a big show as well, but whatever. So yeah, I'm really happy with where we're at.
All right. Congrats. I'm just glad you're here.
Thank you.
You're quite an ambassador for the sport. So to get you back, I can't believe your boss thought it was crazy that you were doing it. I knew you would do it. I mean, Zach Osborne, there's nothing he won't race or try or do. That's our show. Kevin Windham, thanks for the help, as always.
Pleasure to be with you guys.
Yep. Kevin Kelly. Yeah.
50-50.
And thanks to Easton Graves and Seth Hammaker for stopping by as well. Zach, what's your schedule?
Tomorrow's a two moto day.
2 moto day.
Yeah, 7:30 and 3:30. So.
7:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Whew.
Go to bed.
Yeah,
I'm on my way.
I think the kids are all in bed now.
Yeah, I think they're all tucked in.
All right, good.
So
I hope
just
so.
going straight down.
Thanks for the extra effort then hanging out.
5 a.m. wake up, 5:20 bike ride.
Good luck getting out of there.
Burn out area at 6:30, and then we're out of there.
Jeez, oh man, gotta open that body up, like you said. Get those thighs going.
Get the legs.
Love it.
Quad God right here, bro.
Yeah. Forget the quad into the sand.
Guys out, thighs out, bro. Bring some shorts out. Let's see what you got tomorrow.
You have to watch my show.
I will. I saw you down in the creek.
That's great. Yeah, do you show a name yet?
Nope, no name.
No name.
But we're the most popular show here, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you might even have us beat him and Phil. How do you beat that? That's it for Radio Fox on a Wednesday. Thanks to Zach Osborne, Seth Hammaker, and Easton Graves for stopping by. Watch the moto at 7:30 in the morning. See how Zach does. Thanks for watching.
February.